Hey y'all, it's Arwan from Gamesmithing, and today I want to propose a challenge for everyone to try out. And the challenge is, the only movement you can do with your character is dashing. You cannot move any other way. We have seen some challenges pop up here and there, like the no movement challenge, but this one adds a step further into it and can have a little bit of more strategy. That being said, there are no particular skills or runes that are required for the challenge, so you can all individually put your own twist to it. I'm going to put in one strategy here that I think is going to be really good for this, but please do comment below what else you think could work. We're going to use a character like the Huntress, which already grants us an extra dash from the get-go. I would use a skill that has a really low cooldown and covers a decent area to begin with, something like the Grey Weapons, which grants us the skill Shoot, which I think suits this pretty well. We are later going to replace this skill, so it doesn't matter as much. For this particular strategy, there are a couple of skills I think would serve us well here. An interesting combo is to get the Glacial Affinity skill, unlocked by crafting the Winter Sorrow weapon, which grants us more damage based on slow or paralysis stacks, and pair this with a bomb skill such as Surprise Gift, which is unlocked by killing Bumble the Abominable. This will be our source of applying paralysis to enemies. I believe that any kind of slow and/or stun for this challenge is going to be extremely useful to buy us more time for Dash's cooldowns. I also wanted to add in some other skills that are rarely seen used here, because I think they interact real well with our dashes and they look cool. Path of Decay, Arcane Rift, or even Firewall are some of those skills. I would opt for Arcane Rift here since it applies a debuff, exposed on enemies while the others do not. We could also go with a combo like Carnage plus Scent of Blood here to give us a giga boost in cast frequency in the multicast. I think Carnage works really well here to help us with the AoE bleed stacks and to kill things off screen, which is a really big advantage. And for our last slot, we could fill it up with another big AoE skill to pair up with Carnage. I really like Storm of Arrows. For the runes, however, choices that I really liked for this are actually the Tenacity runes Adrenaline and also adding in Dash Mastery, which just makes sense and is probably one of the better runes for this challenge. The reason why I think Adrenaline is so useful here is because the extra damage it grants us, which is quite a lot to begin with, is pretty much guaranteed with this challenge. Especially if you plan on trying this out with curses enabled. You will take damage eventually. Aside from these, we are also taking Multicast Mastery and Critical Mastery. We're spending all of our versatility slots to get access to the tags we need. Skill Mastery Swing to grab Scent of Blood and Carnage, Skill Mastery Arcane to grab Arcane Rift, and Skill Mastery Ice to get Glacial Affinity. As we can see a little bit of the gameplay here, this is a difficult but doable challenge. Just don't expect to be able to live too long. This is one of the many possible combinations for this, but I think it is a fun one to try out and have some good times with. As always, thank you so much for watching and for your continued support and love for the game. Hope you all are having a lovely day or night. Until the next one, survivors.